Welcome back to Chocketable Media. The Director General of the DSS, Oluwatosin Ajayi, announced that the project is a key element of the agency's comprehensive strategy aimed at combating terrorism and subversion through community involvement and social progress. Nigeria's Department of State Services, DSS, has established a new Islamic learning center in Kaduna State. It has been named the Tinubu Center for Islamic Studies. This facility, which seeks to enhance education, promote religious harmony, and foster community development, was officially inaugurated by the Sultan of Sokoto. The Director General of the DSS, Oluwatosin Ajayi, reiterated that this initiative is part of the agency's extensive strategy to combat terrorism and subversion through community engagement and social development. During the commissioning, Ajayi, represented by retired DSS Director Ahmed Zalma, elaborated that the agency is concentrating on constructing schools, places of worship, and sports facilities to support vulnerable and underprivileged communities throughout Nigeria. He mentioned that the newly inaugurated, fully equipped Islamic school was made possible thanks to the backing of friends and associates, embodying what he referred to as the fundamental mission of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Ajayi stated that this initiative aims to cultivate trust between the government and the populace, while also strengthening internal security by encouraging positive citizen engagement. It is also part of my policies to enhance the nation's internal security framework through both conventional and unconventional methods, he remarked. Ajayi also noted that he has persistently directed elements of corporate social responsibility and financial support from stakeholders towards such developmental initiatives as part of the DSS's ongoing dedication to national stability and peacebuilding. Let's watch how the News Central reported the development.
Now, away from that, the Director General of the Department of State Services, Oluwatosin Ajayi, says the agency is investing in schools, places of worship and sporting facilities across Nigeria as part of a strategy to counter terrorism and subversion through community engagement and social development. Speaking through a retired DSS Director, Ahmed Zalma, during the inauguration of the Bola Tinubu Center for Islamic Studies in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State, Ajayi said such non-conventional interventions were designed to reduce discontent and win the trust of vulnerable populations. The Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Sa'ad Abubakar III, who led dignitaries at the inauguration, described the school as a legacy project and a powerful symbol of religious tolerance and unity. To discuss this, we're joined by former Director, Department of State Service, Dennis Amakri. Mr. Amakri, you're welcome once again. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, sir, what specific intelligence indicators led to the DSS considering schools and religious centers as focal points in counterterrorism strategy?
Okay, the core mandate of the DSS is not limited to only intelligence gathering and then, of course, law enforcement. And, of course, they go beyond what they call the non-kinetic areas in trying to address the root causes of most of these problems of terrorism and insurgency. So I think it's something in the right direction to have the DG SSS to come up with this particular project initiative.
So how does the DSS plan to integrate counterterrorism awareness into the curriculum of activities of schools and religious institutions, as without infringing on freedom of religion and education?
Well, one thing is this: yes, there is freedom of religion and freedom of association, so to say, everywhere in Nigeria. But I think it will be a very good idea to inculcate it into the curriculum of schools. I know fully well that in other institutions like the National Institute of Security Studies and the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, they already have security education Some universities also are now offering degrees in bachelor's degrees, master's degrees in security studies. So I would suggest really that a lot of universities take up this task, especially when it comes to primary and secondary education at this time.
Okay. The role now, what role will community-based intelligence and local security works like vigilantes, which is mostly used in these kinds of instances, and faith-based organizations as well, what role will they play in this initiative?
The DGSSS himself has come out to say that the whole approach to security should be the whole of society approach, where fighting insecurity is not left for the security agencies alone. So everybody's hand must be on deck. And then, of course, we have these vigilantes and all other community or state help societies that you have, like Amoteku and all those kind of groups. And of course, before we have the state police in place, I think all these vigilante groups should be also be more serious in dealing with the banditry and insurgent situation by supplying credible information or intelligence to the intelligence agencies. And of course, like they said, you see something, you say something.
Mr. Makri, before I let you go, one final question. This curriculum and this initiative, would it involve combat lessons or just strictly intelligence lessons? And if it's just intelligence lessons, what assurance do the communities have that they would not be targeted afterwards?
Like I mentioned earlier, there are institutions in Nigeria that are now involved in security studies and stuff like that. For these particular schools that the DG is trying to set up, I think they are not for combat. They are basically for intelligence awareness, security awareness, and of course, much of situational awareness studies where people are conscious of what is going on around them, and then of course, trying to safeguard the community by also liaising with the formal security organizations and agencies. When it comes to combat, I think then we have to leave that to the police or the military, to go. That will be the kinetic area of the whole fight.
Mr. Makri, thank you for the clarification. And, we'll always come to you for these kinds of matters. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.